I just uploaded a video right before this one went up on the full breakdown of the 8K filing. So if you guys didn't see that, make sure to hit the link right after this video. That will take you to go watch that video because that video is very, very important and has to do with this video as well. Now, before we get into the video, my name is Lottery Stocks. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you guys want the 17 free stocks, all that good stuff, hit the link, download Moo, make a deposit, and make sure to join the Discord under the video. And if you want merch and other deals, all those links will be under the video as well. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, guys, looking at Fidelity orders this morning, AMC and APE among the top most bought stocks on the day. AMC having the most buy orders of any stock listed, both with positive buy orders versus sell order ratio, and AMC having the second highest ratio of any APE with the fifth highest. So according to Fidelity orders this morning, AMC and APE have the highest buy orders along the entire market, AMC being number 1 and APE being number 5. But why are we seeing them drop consistently? And it's because the orders are being moved. They're being routed, just like Gary Gensler said. These orders are routed to non-lit exchanges. 90 to 95% of retail orders are being routed. But why did APE and AMC have such good price action on the order book? APE and AMC, I believe, are going to be closing an arbitrage gap where APE scales up. So it just makes sense to buy. Not only that, but it's cheaper than AMC, and the conversion is now likely to go through. Therefore, you're getting AMC at $1 and somewhat cents. However, why would you be buying AMC on top of that? If you buy AMC, you are going to be getting this settlement that is going to be received, so on and so forth. So this is an important thing to pay attention to on the sidelines, showing that bullish scenario, the bullish sentiment is here for AMC and APE, which could trigger some FOMO going forward. However, just to counteract that, in Terra Capital, the same person who bought APE from AMC, right, from Adamant, from the board, from AMC, whatever, they bought APE. They did this deal basically to make sure the vote went through to yes. They have been loading up puts on AMC expiring late April. April 28th, April 21st. Lots on these expirations, basically saying AMC is going to come under $4, AMC is coming under $3, AMC is coming under $2. Now, this is very interesting. Why would they be betting on that when they own shares? Well, it's the exact fact that shorts might be scared following this lawsuit. This arbitrage gap may be closed. Therefore, they are betting that AMC is going to get tanked. It is going to get slaughtered to meet the needs of APE, so that anybody who owns APE is not getting that one-to-one deal over to AMC. This is essentially what they could be doing. And on top of that, unusual put option trade in AMC reported worth 175.56 thousand on April 4th, 2023 at 11:20 a.m. An unusually large block of put contracts in AMC Entertainment was bought with a strike price of $4 a share, expiring in 17 days, April 21st. The premium bet on this trade was 1.13 sigmas above the mean, placing it in the 86.42 percentile of all recent large trades made in AMC options, stating another major purchase of put contracts on AMC, basically saying this is going to be under $4 by April 17th. And that is exactly what you're seeing. We're going to touch on the charts right when we get through the numbers. According to Ortex, we have 25.11% short interest on AMC. Utilization is maxed out, and the cost to borrow is still sitting very high at 381% for an average and 537% for a max, with a minimum of 7%. So that minimum can be bringing down that average, so just keep that in mind. A lot of shorts are probably paying about 400 or 4 times their position just to borrow shares against AMC. As for APE, 5.61% short interest, utilization at 72%, and the cost to borrow is very low at an average of 1.3%. Why is the cost to borrow so low on APE? This is something that you definitely should pay attention to, because remember, APEs are forced to close their short positions. Even though it's only 5% short interest, these positions have to be closed. If you haven't seen both of my Fidelity videos, I confirmed this. Now, they have to be closed prior to the conversion. So APE should have a little rally even alongside the factor of closing that arbitrage gap. So keep that in mind. Keep that in the back of your head. Now, moving on, AMC was halted this morning basically right out of the gates. AMC got a limit up, limit down pause, which is basically a volatility halt that lasted until 9:38. So eight minutes out of the gate. It actually started at 9:33. So 3 minutes out of the gate, this thing got halted. And of course, right after the halt, it started getting pushed down. Now, why? Like we saw, are all of those buy orders coming through, but nothing's happening with AMC. You're seeing the same thing, right? What do you think happens during the halts? All of this corruption and bullshit happens behind the scenes and during the halts, and this is exactly what we're seeing until this day. So AMC got halted again, it got slapped back down again. Shores are just digging themselves a deeper hole. Now moving on, touching on Stonko Tracker, 0 shares available to borrow on AMC, 4,000 calls expiring in the money, which is not good based off of the puts that are expiring in the money. We're going to touch on that in 1 second. But the most recent fee, according to Stonko Tracker, is 351%, borrowing 200,000 shares. Now, the calls to puts, 4,000 calls compared to 108,000 puts expiring in the money. AMC is getting slaughtered. It's looking really, really bad based on the options chain, the chart, and everybody betting against it. But we're going to see what happens here, because after this settlement, if you guys haven't seen that video, they could be raising over $16 billion in equity, which would destroy the short thesis going forward. Now, this options chain isn't looking hot. That could put more sell pressure on the stock. According to GameStop, 300,000 shares available to borrow, 5,000 calls expiring in the money at a most recent fee of 12.5%. 5,000 to 8,000 puts, not looking too hot. GameStop's losing on the options chain as well, but not, of course, to the degree as AMC is. Nothing's really happening with GameStop. I still assume it's going to have that gap down. We're going to get into the charts in 1 second. But this is what APE looks like. It's trading at $1.60, currently up 7.77% on the day. It had a gap up. In my opinion, this is going to come back down and fill this gap right around $1.50 before getting that other bounce. So it traded on this trend line, got a pop, came back up, got rejected right around $1.75 before coming back down, trading at $1.60 right now, right in the middle of this zone. I think the lowest it would go, if anything, is around 70 cents to fill that gap. There is still a gap filled down to 70 cents. Will APE fill that gap? Who knows? It also has a gap all the way up to about $2.67, so that's something to pay attention to as well. APE has a few gaps to fill. Will it fill them? It's hard to say. Is it good to buy APE? Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think if this goes through, which is most likely gonna, APE is going to have a deal when it converts over to AMC. I think something is going to get fucked up, whether it's the options chain, whether it's shorts, whether it's this entire short squeeze play, getting kicked off, getting pushed into the morass. I think something is coming following this settlement, and something serious is going to happen, whether big institutions, big funds have to move money around, so on and so forth. I think APE, AMC, GameStop, they are all going to squeeze very, very soon. Touching on AMC, a major gap down. We're trading at $3.99, down 22% on the day. Came back down and retested the relative low right around $3.90, which is exactly to a T. After these cycles that we've been tracking, it is aiming to reach that low between April 10th and April 14th. We have been talking about this on the channel. This spot, it is going to come down to. This is all in my opinion. I think the low or rock bottom somewhere in the zone for AMC is going to be around $3.40, right? I think it's going to come down, test this descending wedge right at the time period of April 12th before slowly scaling back up and getting that major rip coming into mid-June, right? That is exactly what I'm expecting for AMC. That's my outlook. However, some point in this time frame, more than likely, AMC is going to have the reverse split. All of these cycles could be wiped away. Shorts could cover. All of these cycles could be wiped away. Shorts could dump it. Algorithms could get screwed up. A lot of shit could happen going forward with AMC and GameStop. AMC now already, as I'm making this video, down 22%. I didn't even talk for 30 seconds. Touching on GameStop, trading at $22.46. I am literally still looking for this gap fill back down to around $18.30, somewhere in that area. GameStop has had decreasing volume on decreasing price action, which is a bullish thing to see. However, it's ping-ponging back and forth. It broke below this channel, and now it tested it, got rejected, and it came back down, and it's testing 22.30 again. Once we break under the relative lows at around 22.10, or honestly 22 even, if it doesn't hold 22 even, I think this gap fill is going to get filled. I am still currently riding puts on this. Also, real quick, before we get into the SPY, the S&P 500. If you want to know my trades as soon as I take them, the Discord under the video. Again, guys, don't sleep on getting in the Discord. Touching on the S&P 500 before we close out the video, trading at 408.30, down 0.5% on the day. The SPY came up to about 411.50, got rejected, and is basing right around 408 as well. We want to see the SPY hold 408 before getting another pop and fight that level right around 420. I want to see the SPY break over 420 to tell if we are going to be back in a bull case scenario or a bull market in general. Do I think that's going to happen? It's a risky bet. I think tomorrow we have more of a retracement down to about 404, but this is just my outlook. I do want more volume on these sell-offs for the S&P 500. Overall, the buyers are in control right now. However, fading volume on this gap up shows heavy resistance anywhere above this 408 level, this 407.50 level. So that is my outlook on the SPY, my outlook on the S&P 500. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. What do you think about AMC APE's chart? Are you buying more APE? Are you buying more AMC? Are you selling both? I don't think any paper handlers watch my videos, so of course that was a dumb question, but I do want to know your guys' thoughts on the entire situation going forward. Make sure to check all the links under the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video or found value out of the video. Make sure to hit the like on your way out. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.